Educators Rising is a career and technical student organization focused on teaching. All of our organizations are working towards building up future leaders. Educators Rising is really focused on just growing teachers right here in South Dakota.
When I think of the connection between superintendents and Educators Rising, superintendents have the opportunity to interview and staff schools across the state, and that is a huge challenge. When you look at research, you know that teachers teach within a radius from their hometown, and we capture our brightest and our best every day, and we get to see them. And so to be able to cultivate from within to reteach and grow your own only makes sense, and that's what the top businesses would do. And it's time for South Dakota, and it's time for education to grow their own.
There are opportunities inside our communities across our state that need good people, and those people are sitting in our classrooms today.
Growing Educators Rising is very important, and also just growing the awareness of education is important because there is such a need for it right now. Educators are very scarce, and it's kind of hard to find people who are willing to go into a classroom of 25 students or more now and teach and be that leader to them.
You know, thinking back to when Educators Rising started in 2018 with really just 6 schools and about 60 kids to now 65 schools and over 600 members, it's hard to fathom where we started. And we just started with this idea that we wanted to connect high school kids with other high school kids interested in the field of education. And now it has turned into, we have programming, we have opportunities for them to not only get scholarships, but to earn and learn while they're in high school through our programming pieces. We have opportunities for our kids to connect with all of our universities to find out what's a good fit here. Is it a public university? Is it private? What do I want for my education experience? And so our kids get to experience that.
So I've had the opportunity to look at how does Educators Rising impact the Harrisburg School District. And I've only been here for 6 months, but I've got to interact with the team of kids who says education is important and I want to learn more. I get to watch them with our elementary students or in competition preparation. They stole the show at the beginning of our in-services this fall because they addressed our staff. And so when we build leaders and we get to see future leaders blossom that our team supported, Educators Rising makes a difference because they give us hope.
I'm really grateful for this opportunity because there's not really many opportunities like that for other workforces. And so the opportunities I've had, whether that's going into the classroom or getting to learn from expos and all those kinds of stuff, I'm really grateful that I'll have those experiences and insights for when I become a teacher.
I would say if you're on the brink, you're like, oh, I don't know if this is right for me, or I don't know if I want to try it, just do it. It genuinely is one of my favorite things I've ever been given the opportunity to do through high school. It has been so incredibly helpful to get experience. And even if it turns out you're like, nope, this isn't what I want to do, that's great. You had another great experience. Like, it is truly nothing but a learning opportunity, and it takes very little of your time to get such a great experience and so much knowledge.
Listening to our members and hearing their stories about how Educators Rising has impacted their life, got them excited about the career, even to the point where some kids were on the fence about education and then got involved and was like, this is where I want to be. Just last year, we had a member who was one of the first 60 student teach in our school district. And so seeing them go through their 4 years of college and now coming back and student teaching in our district, it was special. It was that moment of, we may not ever fix the teacher shortage. That's not what we've set out to do. What we've set out to do is help our communities be in a better position to fill their positions when those openings happen and come up in their community. And so we're just hoping to play a small role in this whole idea of growing our teachers right here in South Dakota.